Okay, so based on what we read so far, who do you think has the healthier relationship, Matt and Maria, or Tom and Maria? Matt and Maria or Tom and Maria?
Matt and Maria.
Why?
Because like Tom, he's sort of the he kind of like he's kind of like really mean to her, but she always forgives him because it's like.
But she doesn't even know that he's, being mean to Matt. So
it's kind of like he takes advantage. Like she doesn't know he's like he always remember like he was like punching around his head saying you're a clone, you're puke, you're nothing.
Yeah.
And then he knows but Maria didn't really know, and like and kind of he's abusing the fact that like she kind of likes him. She's like be mean, like she always forgives him like every time.
Yeah. Because Maria's a really soft and sensitive person, right?
Yeah.
And she's attached to both of them.
Wait, do you mean with healthy relationship?
Healthy, I mean...
It's not healthy.
Better, like, it's true, it's honest, like, there's mutual...
then it's Matt and Maria, because Tom, he's a liar, and...
It's kind of like...
He's hiding the point that he hates Matt. Basically.
Well, it's kind of obvious they hate each other.
Really?
Because Maria is always, like, having to choose between them. And sometimes it's Matt, sometimes it's Tom.
Yeah, like these two people are very random throughout the book. You can never predict what's going to happen.
How old are they?
Well, currently they're like 14, 15.
So like tweenage years.
Tweening. Well, it's a pretty realistic situation.
It is a realistic situation, exactly. It makes it all the more exciting, right? Okay, so yeah. Like, also, like, Maria's very unpredictable, right? Like, you can never tell what she's going
to do
or feel or say. So, if you could use one word to describe Matt and Maria's relationship, what would it be?
One word.
One word.
Random.
Random. That's the word. They have a random relationship.
Unstable.
I would say moody.
Moody, yeah, that's perfect. Because sometimes it's like, yeah, and it's like,
yeah. It always
I shouldn't really think of one word.
But just one word. One word.
It's so many things. I'm having a hard time thinking of one word.
Well, think of a word that's the opposite of that word. Like, ironic or something.
Wrong place, wrong time.
That's 4 words.
Wrong place, wrong time. That's one statement. Wrong.
It's wrong?
Misunderstood.
You think they have a wrong relationship. Why do you think that?
It's like unfortunate. Okay, that's the word. It's
unfortunate.
It's not really a normal relationship, so it's
definitely a clone.
Well, Matt,
unnatural but not unhealthy.
Wow. Okay, that's 3 words. Yeah. That's a good one. That's good. Unnatural but not unhealthy. That's good. Yeah.
Do you think that Matt has any idea what he's doing to other people? Do you think he knows what's gonna happen? Because when he wrote that letter about I have your dog, or what was it? If you want him back, meet me at the Lotus or something. And
it sounds like a naive boy who wants to try and get a girl.
What would you do?
Well, see, it seems like he doesn't have any idea of what he's doing. Since he heard that he was injected with stupidness.
He was not.
Can I just say something? It's because Matt has never, his whole life, from 1 to 6 years old, he's never communicated with anyone besides Cecilia. So I don't think he knows how to deal with girls his age and how to So yeah, of course he's naive when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, kidnaps their dog.
Yeah, kidnaps her dog.
Nah, that's not bad.
It's not.
Yeah.
So, you know how the people in the book, Alcatron and MacGregor are using clones to implant organs to make themselves live longer?
Yeah. It's sick.
When and why did the society trend to a point where this is ethical? When do you think this happened?
Well,
I think people, you realize how low people view clones. There's really no support for
set the clones free. Like no one supports clones, so you can pretty much do anything you want with clones. They're pretty much as good as slaves.
Yeah.
Even like worse, like Egypt's clones are down here. You can do anything you want with them because technically it's like you, like pretty much like you with no brain. You can do anything you want, and no one
would care about you.
I think
they're considered inferior. No one cares.
I think the world has become like this when people realize they wanted to live. They realize that they want to live longer than the years that the average years, right? Because like you know that movie In Time?
No.
But it's a really good movie because it's about in the future people they don't live naturally. They have this watch on their wrist and it tells them how much time they have. It's adjusted, yeah. And then they rich people, they live for as long as they want because they have the money, they afford time.
It's kind of like the same time as money.
Yeah, exactly. And rich people, they don't age past 25 years old. So basically, you could have your aunt look exactly like you, right? And also, but the poor people, right? They have to buy time, and it sucks because sometimes they only have 2 years left, and rich people they have thousands of years left.
So they kind of like you earn time like money to be like 10 minutes, like 2 hours for this HDTV.
Yeah.
1 minute for this bottle of water.
Yeah, it's like that. Which I know the society that they have is not like that, but it's all about people like the greedy people wanting to live longer to see more of their wealth growing.
This reminds
secure.
Have you ever seen 12 Years a Slave?
No.
Oh, well, it's a pretty good movie and it came out pretty like this year. And this is basically, the book is basically the same thing because people, like, clones are the black people, and the black people are being treated really bad
That's terrible.
and they're slaves, and the clones are basically,
Kind of more like Egypt's clones are like slaves.
yeah, but they're not being beaten, so they actually live a better life.
But they're not allowed to breed.
Because they're obedient. They're obedient, right? Yeah.
This brings up another point. Like, is using clones the same thing as like eating animals? Because the animals can't feel anything when we kill them. They take their meat, and the clones.
How do you know that?
Like, animals can't feel as much emotions as humans. That's why.
That's true.
Scientifically.
Well, yeah, but they still feel like we do. Like elephants, they
feel-
love their family and then they feel stuff. Like, and then someone leaves them. Like swans, for example. If they have their lifelong companion and their companion dies, they can die of being heartbroken. So, yeah, we are different in emotions, but it doesn't mean that they feel less than us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also wanted to talk about, like, you know how rich people, they always want to live longer, they're always greedy. That I kind of think of El Patron, right, and how he wants to live long enough to see his youth, like stay young. So how is El Patron's wealth affecting his perspective on other people's opinions of him? Because he doesn't care what other people think of him. Why do you think that is?
Because he's like so rich and so powerful.
You can break the law.
He can make someone like him. Probably people would like him just to get money.
He broke the law to not inject the stuff into Matt, which is pretty amazing. Why would he even do that for him? Why would he love him so much if he barely knows him?
He needs a good heart. And Matt is someone who's actual real life functioning. Like, he's not even clone. You know what I mean? He like, you saw him on the street, he's like, oh yeah, he's a human, right? But that's because that his heart is like a human, and that heart lasts longer than a clone's heart would. So, yeah.
The thing is, the clone is pretty much the same thing as a human. There is no difference. They are like an exact replica. They have the human heart. There's no difference between a clone heart and a human heart. They're pretty much the same exact thing.
Okay, for a clone,
Yet people still treat them differently.
For clones, can't you like choose how they are, like from their personalities?
No, because they'd be exactly like you. You couldn't choose your clone to have like the giant like blonde hair. Like
The
They
replica.
have to be exactly like you.
Mhm. So, but I like there's no point in loving someone and not telling them that they're gonna be like thrown away one day.
Yes.
I think that's really stupid. Like just loving someone and giving them everything and then one day just break them. I think that's really, really dumb. And like El Patron, I don't know why he would do that. I don't know if it's medical things or
I don't know.
he just wants a son again or something, right?
Do you think there would
I think
be
it kind of also like emotionally helps trying to like have like someone to like talk to, like a son, like have someone who's him who can like also kind of like vent out about his brilliance. Like I was the only one who survived out of all my siblings.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you good son.
Totally.
And then he feels it, and I don't think he feels any emotional attachment to Matt.
I think it does. Because remember at the dinner table, they were like feeling really connected, right? And then Matt felt that connection. I think El Patron felt that connection, but he's lived long enough to hide his emotions. Like Matt can't, right? Because I think Matt looks at El Patron as a father. Because technically, like he kind of is his father, creator, whatever, right? Right? But there's also that part of him that like can't connect to him because Matt is not as evil as El Patron. Like Matt would never do that because if he was El Patron,
See,
right?
I think like in the end of the book, like when Matt's
hard?
heart was gonna get taken, like El Patron's gonna be like, no, I can't do this. This is too hard. And there's gonna be all that drama stuff that would be in the normal.
But do you really think that will happen?
Yeah.
Humans would do whatever they want to survive.
Humans, can I just say, like, honestly, humans first put themselves. Like,
Yes.
you have to put yourself first, right? That's like the law of the universe, right? You always put yourself first in front of other people because, you know, it's yourself, right? And yeah.
But like if he knows a person really long, he gets connections with them. And
Do you think Matt is sort of different from El Patron because he was raised as a human and he grew his own opinions out? He grew opinions, like, for example, if he was born with an opinion, he grew up and grew out of that opinion.
But I don't think
Structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like he was raised different. Like El Patron was raised like in a place where like really no one gave him like normal childhood, and he had to survive and survive and survive, which kind of made him want to like become like because like they couldn't, they were so poor and they couldn't survive, so he wants to live longer and get tons of money. But Matt was raised like normally, so he does not feel like a need for anything.
No, I'm saying, like, you know, because if El Patron had a clone, that clone would be the exact same as him. That clone would not have a life. He wouldn't ever see things. But Matt had that life. And what if he grew out of El Patron's opinions? And that's why he's not exactly like El Patron, right?
Yeah, but also he wasn't really born with if he was born with El Patron's opinion, like I mean Celia's
Hard to
house,
start, hard to say, right?
like Celia's household, he would have like been thinking like El Patron, but I think because he was like harvested as, and he wasn't really exactly, if he isn't really like have the same exact thoughts, because he wasn't like exactly like the exact replica, like okay, here's another 140-year-old.
Yeah.
He can develop developing different opinions. He never had a Patron opinions, developing his own because of different settings, different people.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think that's reasonable or is it stupid? I don't know. It just popped into my head. It's saying something smart to say.
Deep stuff.
what?
Deep stuff.
Yeah, deep stuff. What do you think? No comment.
No.
Okay.
Well, no, nothing.
Okay.
No.
Alrighty then. So.
You guys had like a 3-minute conversation.